Hello YouTube, this is Duke of Hayes. Thank you once again for allowing me in your homes. If this is your first video, please consider subbing to the channel. I have a sub goal of 200, so yeah, let's try and get that up to 200 please. But welcome. I'm doing a lot better than I was last week. Like I said, depression is just like that. Like the day after, well maybe not exactly after, but I recorded that video and then I saw my nurse practitioner that Wednesday, and that Wednesday I was just fine. I was feeling not like crap. So that's just the nature of what it is to have depression, unfortunately. Some days you're good and some days you're not so good. And today we're doing a lot better. So they put me on Zoloft. I don't know. They said it takes a while for that shit to kick in. I don't know what exactly it's supposed to do for me outside of make me not feel sad. It's supposed to even you out, I think, but I started that. I'm supposed to take half of a pill. It might be kind of hard to see, but I've already taken my half. I'll take the other half of it tomorrow. But yes, I weighed in at 211.2. Here's the footage. The weigh-in video for September 23rd. 211.2. When I got weighed last week, it was 211.4, so it's 211.2. Like yesterday, I think I was at, or day before yesterday, I was at 213. So I don't know. Maybe maybe I was bloated, maybe it was water weight. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm at like 211 right now. I guess I should be talking about like really what I'm doing in case anybody actually watches these for any sort of tips. Like I eat, it's pretty basic stuff that a lot of people tell you, but when it comes to eating, my protein is the size of my fist, and that's usually like chicken, or if it's eggs, it's like 2 eggs. Um, Vegetables. I actually like eating vegetables, so that's not a problem. Like just put your fist over your plate and until your fist covers the vegetables, that's what you're eating. Same thing with your carb. My carb is usually brown rice or whole wheat toast. So again, fist size is about like one slice of bread. Like it's really about portion size, and also I'm exercising 6 days a week. Like that's another thing. Like if you hate exercise, like I've been there. I also Here's the thing, starting exercise sucks, but like once you hit your stride, literally, figuratively, once you get your second wind, it's enjoyable to me because I don't know. Maybe I have masochistic tendencies, but the pain that comes from a good workout is satisfying to me. So I don't know. Like I said, it's just a switch was flipped, and all of a sudden I'm just motivated to be in better health and in better shape. So I don't know how I could give that to somebody else. I really can't. Like that's the truth of it, is you have to find that in yourself. Unfortunately, there's only so much I can, my diet consists of a vegetable, a whole grain carb, like as long as it's 100% whole wheat flour. So like if you're Latino like me or Chicano like me, they make whole wheat tortillas. Switch over to 100% whole wheat, and it's one. You gotta follow the serving size, and if you're following the fist measurement, it's half of one. So that's the unfortunate thing, is that it's a lot of modifying your food intake to be smaller than what you're used to. So but yes, I look like this because I'm about to do my cardio. Like I said, I do work out 6 days a week. Yesterday was arms, so I'll do dumbbell curls until like how many? Like yesterday, I did like reps of what is it, 24, like reps of 24. I'm using 8-pound dumbbells. I could probably upgrade to 10, but like money's tight. So yesterday was dumbbells, chest. I did dumbbell flies, dumbbell curls, and I did skull crushers for my triceps, which are finally starting to get definition, which is pretty cool. Today is cardio. Like I said, I do 15,000 steps today. Not all at once. I don't think I could walk for 2 hours and 6 minutes all at once. Excuse me. So I'll walk for an hour and 15 and then another hour and 15. Right now, my current speed is it takes me 7 minutes to do 1,000 steps. So it used to be that I could do 100 steps in a minute. So it would take me 75 minutes to do 7,500. And then I would do 7,500 one session and then 7,500 the next session to get my full 15,000 step count in. But now I'm slightly faster than I was before, 30% faster technically, which is pretty cool to see the progress. So as soon as I'm done recording this video, I'm going to go and do my first cardio workout. Excuse me, I'm feeling a little anxious for some reason. It's hard for me to catch my breath. Probably, I don't know, nervous. I'm not used to being like excited and not, I'm trying to be a good instructor or a good teacher here, so I guess maybe that's why I'm nervous, is because before I wouldn't really try to tell you what I'm doing, but this time around I figure, we'll get the basics of that out of the way. Like yesterday, what was yesterday? Yesterday I had one sandwich. I did have chips. I need to stop eating chips. Like I need to stop eating shit like that because I was doing so good, and now I'm falling back on eating potato chips and shit like that, which I shouldn't be doing. But I need to like start buying like maybe baby carrots or something to go on the side instead of chips. Anywho, it was one sandwich with one serving, fist-sized serving of. Sorry, I don't want to I'm not trying to look like fucking Donald Trump. So one fist-sized serving of chips. One sandwich, like I said, it was one sandwich with 2 slices of bread, so take that as you will. And that was it for lunch. I think in between I had some cottage cheese. Was that yesterday? I don't remember. It might have been yesterday, where I had like cottage cheese and sugar-free Jell-O. And then for breakfast, like I had breakfast for dinner, so it was eggs with cut up bacon in it and a Gala apple with peanut butter on it. So that's what I had. And today it's probably gonna be chicken. It might be chicken. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you, but for sure I'm gonna have probably eggs and bacon, 3 strips. And probably like whole wheat toast with butter. Like that's what I eat. Like, yeah, there's a little high on the fats, which I realize, but you have to work with what you can afford, and that's what we have right now. So that's what I'll be eating. But yeah, like I said, after we're done, it's gonna be an hour and 15 minutes of walking. I'll probably watch, I'll just put a YouTube video on my phone, and my step tracker's on my phone. I put my phone in my pocket and I just walk. There are no shortcuts outside of plastic surgery. Like, the unfortunate thing is that you gotta put the work in. Like, as someone who has been lazy, who still is a pretty lazy person, if I can find shortcuts, I'll take them, But as with anything, you have to put the work in, unfortunately. And you have to have that epiphany where I'm just going to stop. Like, I don't know. Like, this past, around, like I said, when my depression hits a slump is when I get the most tempted to, eat fast food, because it gives me that hit of dopamine that I need to like not feel like shit. But one, fast food is super expensive. I'm sure that if I like, if I really wanted it, I would go and buy it. But like I have to, the money that I have saved is kind of important. It's rainy day money, so I in case if shit ever hits the fan, that's what it's there for. So I'm not about to spend the last of my savings on fast food. That's just craziness. So, but like was super like in the mood for fast food like last week. I just wanted it to feel good, but I didn't. Sometime next month though, like I said, once a month I'll cheat. So sometime next month I look forward to it. But yeah, like I said, I'm doing better. I started Zoloft or Cetraline, which is like the generic for Zoloft. Don't know how it's going to affect me in the long run. We'll see. Did I talk about my test results? I took that exam. I got a 76 on it, which was a blow to my ego, which was a blow to my confidence. Just, you think I don't know, man. A lot of it, like I said, the questions were, a lot of it were customer service questions. And so maybe I got all those right, but I didn't get a lot of the librarian questions right. I don't know. Like, I don't know what each, if there was like 40 questions and I got a 76, 10% of 40 is 4. So that means I've missed at least 8 questions, like probably 12 questions, somewhere around there, that I got incorrect. So I don't know. The email didn't say that I wasn't eligible. The email just said that if I make it to the next stage of the selection process, that they'll let me know. So I don't know, man. I just recently today, as a matter of fact, there's this YouTuber called Phantom Strider, who is a YouTuber on the Spectrum who does a lot of like top 10s and like SpongeBob analysis. Like that's their niche. Like SpongeBob and fast food, I think, is their niche. They do a lot of like fast food tier lists and SpongeBob stuff, SpongeBob episode stuff. So that's what they do. But they recently put out a video saying that they have to stop doing YouTube because they're not getting enough money from it. And it's like, damn, if someone who has 734 subs, this is editing room floor, Duke. I said 734 subs. What I meant to say was 734,000 subs. Because yes, it's a much bigger number than 734. So sorry about that. I needed to make that correction. If you're liking the video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Is not able to pay the bills. It's like, damn, what hope do the rest of us have, So that was a little sobering to see that. And it's like, damn, and his videos get a decent chunk of views. So I don't know. Maybe they give differing rates. Maybe it's way more expensive living in Australia. I don't know. Probably is. They probably have to import a lot of stuff, right? But that kind of, I mean, I wasn't like a huge watcher of his stuff. It was like something to watch in the background, like, as mean as that sounds. It was like something to put on in the background while I'm doing daily quests or whatever it is I'm doing in World of Warcraft. But yeah, it's like, my main worry now is like, well, where am I going to work? Like, even if YouTube doesn't end up working out for me, which I'm still going to try. I'm still going to upload videos. I'm still going to document this weight loss journey. Whatever tips I can give to people. There was a comment I got on one of my videos like 3 weeks ago talking about counting calories. I used to count calories on my MyFitnessPal, but like there are so many different sources, like unless you have the package in front of you that you can like 100% with certainty put the number of calories that are in it, like yourself. Like if you Google something, oh, I'm eating a hamburger patty, and it's like, okay, well, did you check the package before you made the patty so that you could like calculate how many? Like, it's too much work realistically it's annoying to like sit there because I'm meticulous and I'm a perfectionist. So it's like I need to have the number just right, and it doesn't work for someone like me with my kind of obsessive brain, analytical brain. So it's just easier to do the fist size thing, dude. Like, this is how big your piece of meat should be. This is how big you're serving of brown rice or whatever whole grain you're eating. Like, it should be that big. The same with the vegetables. That's all you gotta know. And that's what I'm doing. Like, that's how I've managed to lose like the 20 pounds that we've lost so far. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on with me. Like I said, if this library assistance position falls through, I don't know where we're gonna look for work. Just because, like I said, I live in a retirement college town, and 1 to 18, and then 18 to 22, you're going to college. So there's that chunk, and then people come here to retire, so there's this chunk over here. There's nothing for people in between. Like, you come here to get your education, then you leave. You're supposed to go to another place that has jobs in it, and it's like, I don't want to move out of this town just because I grew up here. I wanted to start a family here. And that sucks ass. The election is coming up. I hope that you all register to vote. And I can't tell you who to vote for, and politics are messy when you start to talk about it. So I'd rather not talk about it just because, I'm pretty left leaning, and I sure as hell don't want my life taken over by a hardcore conservative right. So I'm going to be voting Democratic. But this is mainly only for US viewers of my content. Like, if you're not, I hope you're doing well. I hope that your country is safe and secure, and that you're not being murdered, or that you're not in a horrible war. I hope that everybody who watches this is, safe, healthy, living the best life they can, because that's all we can really hope for. And I'm trying to do that, man. It's just rough when you live in a place where the opportunities are not there, and across the country there are no, like, the opportunities are starting to fall by the wayside. Like, I just saw a news story yesterday talking about they're going to reopen one of the nuclear, and Kyle Hill, the science Thor, that guy, he hinted at it. He didn't talk about it, but like, Microsoft is reopening that nuclear power plant to go full forward with AI research, AI development. So, even like my friend Christy, who she forgave me, and that was a whole long old story that I haven't really told during this series, and I'm not really gonna tell it. But I used to be a lot more crass and rude and mean when I was younger, without realizing it, or I wasn't trying. Like, I don't outwardly try to be malicious or mean, and sometimes I'll just say things without thinking. And I did that, and I was a really proud person. I hurt her feelings, and by making fun of a situation that was really serious for her. So I was in the wrong, and I shouldn't have been like that, and I shouldn't have been so proud as to think that I wasn't wrong, which I was wrong. So, but I told that story to tell this story. She works as an editor for a local newspaper, and it's like, those are the first jobs that are gonna go, are the jobs that can be done by AI. Like, a lot of the writing jobs I've heard are for AI training positions. Like, you're teaching AI to write in your style, or you're teaching AI how to write articles properly. So it's going to get to the point where you're training your own replacement. Like, your obsolescence is slowly but surely on its way, and it's like, man, that's scary. That sucks. And the fact that we're only going forward with increased AI research is It just goes to show you how they feel about actual people. They don't want to have to pay actual people. They'd rather not pay computer programs that can do it for them. And so we'll see where that takes us. Lord knows, I hope it doesn't turn out like Terminator. But I guess we'll see. There's no use worrying about shit that hasn't happened yet. So we'll see what happens. But that's all the shit that's going on in my life and in my head. And these are my worries and fears. Is it, man, I'm just like everybody else. Like, need work. But like, there is no work. There's no meaningful, satisfying work. And it's like, okay, do you want to work at a Walmart? Like, we don't even have a Costco here. Not that I would want, I'm not trying to, like, that's my aspiration. I'm not trying to aspire to work at a Costco. Like, I wish that there was more satisfying work for us to be doing. But I don't want this to get too long in the tooth. I'm doing better mentally. I'm doing okay for weight loss. Like I said, I want to eventually get to the 200 mark. Like, that's my new goal, is to get down to 200. So I'm going to be working towards that. But like I said, dudes, there's only so much I can tell you about like what I eat and how I exercise. Like, I do strength training 3 times a week, and I do cardio 3 times a week, and then I rest on Saturday. So like I said, today is cardio. Tomorrow is core, where I'm going to be doing mostly planks and crunches. And then the following day is cardio again, and then Friday is leg day, and Saturday is my rest day. And that's how it is every week, day in and day out. Like, the unfortunate thing is, sorry for scratching the mic, the unfortunate thing is like, if you're someone who hates the idea of routine, which is how I used to be. I used to hate the idea of doing the same thing every day. But you come to the realization that you just do that anyway, when you're in my position anyway. I had a conversation with my best friend a couple months ago at this point, when I first started this weight loss journey. They were talking about how they were feeling depressed. I was talking about how I was feeling depressed, feeling stagnant. And they said that, I feel like if you're in one place too long, that's when you start to feel like you need a change. And like, I can't imagine staying and doing one thing for this amount of time. And it's like, well, for most people, they work the same job for 40 years and then they retire.
I order the food, you cook the food, then the customer gets the food. We do that for 40 years and then we die.
Like, he said, oh my God, that sounds so sad. And it's like, I don't know if, he even realized the level of, I don't want to say privilege, because that's such a hot button, fucking word. Nowadays, people can't say certain words without other people calling you woke or whatever the fuck stupid nonsense people are trying to push on you. But like, how unaware you would have to be to say like, oh man, that sounds so sad. It's like, yeah, that's most people. Like, most people's lives consist of them working the same job for 40 years and then they retire. Like, it's there was a point made by ContraPoints, this creator who I watch sometimes as well. They haven't uploaded a video in a long time. That's like, they're like a 1 a year video channel now, but they do social commentary on like LGBTQIA plus rights and trans rights and stuff like that. And I don't forget which movie it was, but they talk about how when we were younger, we identified with SpongeBob. We were plucky and go-getter, and then as we've gotten older, we've become Squidward. And it reminds me of I take the orders, you cook the food. We do this for 40 years and then we die. Like, that's true. That's the horrible truth. Is it like, that's what's in store for most of us, is doing the same job day in and day out. And I wrote a song about it called Humdrum, dreading that kind of existence. But who am I to try and go against the grain. Like, who am I to try and get away from the system that is in place to keep us down here while the wealthy elite stay up there, you know? Who am I indeed? But I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. Like I said, I'm already a little late. I was supposed to start my walking like 7 minutes ago. But I hope this video finds you well. If you like the video, please like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. Please consider subbing. Like I said, I'm on a journey to 200 subs. So if you like my stuff, you like my weird rambling nonsense, please consider telling your friends about it. Please consider sharing this video with your friends. But yeah, I'll see you guys next week.